We have this series of Gospels from John now this year, which, as Norbert pointed out to, is unusual. It only happens every so often. And this whole series is building up toward the teaching about bread of life, especially at the synagogue at Capernaum, and he hasn't gotten there yet. So he's laying the foundations for this great teaching. And the foundations are really laid centuries before in the story of Elisha, the prophet, who learned his prophetic role from Elijah. So Elijah came and went. Now Elisha, in that Old Testament story, second book of Kings, feeds so many people with just a little bit of bread. There is the foundation. Now Jesus is going to expand on that. In the world of Jesus, people had particular ideas about religion and about the one who is to come, this prophet that they mention in the Gospel. Remember, they are an occupied nation, and they're not happy about it. And the idea that people have is all kind of jumbled together. So let me give you an example. Okay, think of a smoothie you might make. Now, this is going to be a theological smoothie. Okay? So this is what people did. The ancient equivalent of a blender, they threw in a dash of, the Son of Man is going to be a big war hero and help us get rid of the Romans. So put a bunch of that in the blender. Okay? Then, the Son of David is going to come and be the king of our independent kingdom again. He'll be a descendant of King David. Now throw that in the blender. Okay? Now, it's going to be a tough fight against the Romans, so when the Son of Man prays, angels are going to come flying out of the clouds with weapons and stuff to help us slaughter Romans. Throw that into the blender. And near the time when this great person is going to come, this will all be saying something about the Messiah. Throw that in the blender. Wow, we've got quite a smoothie here. This is quite a cocktail, and what people are going to do is drink deeply of it. So all those ideas are in their head, but a prophet is going to come like Elijah, like Elisha. Guess what they saw in the feeding? They knew that story from second book of Kings. And Elisha fed a group of people. Jesus fed 5,000 people. Wow! This is a prophet. That means all this other great stuff in our smoothie is going to start happening now. So let's make him king, because by the way, we do know that he's a descendant of King David. He's a son of David. And he's got the spirit of prophecy. And we thought that spirit of prophecy was gone from us. There were no more prophets. And there wouldn't be until the final age, when the Messiah was going to come. The spirit of prophecy is back. Jesus did more than Elisha, who was a great prophet. Okay, now you know what they were thinking. I've heard people explain this miracle story by saying things like, well, the people came together, realized there wasn't enough food, but if they only shared what they had, everybody would have enough. And I thought, well, gosh, gee whiz, isn't that special? Okay. That's pretty lame. It's cute. The gospel is not cute. Okay. Something extraordinary happened. I don't know what it was in terms of modern physics. I can't figure it out. But something, wow, happened. And it wasn't everybody had a little picnic basket. Something amazing. All the Gospels record this story. And Jesus is preparing them to teach them about who he is, that he himself is the bread of life, and that he will feed us with his body and blood. And I don't know if you remember this, but when he teaches us that, you have to eat my flesh and drink my blood, and that's coming up pretty soon in John's Gospel now. It is the only time that the Gospels say many of his followers left. Remember that. Many people refuse to accept his teaching. He's laying the groundwork for it now. Remember that we are fed on his life, not a symbol of his life. A symbol would be really special and nice. This is more than nice. It's an amazing thing. So the Lord is teaching us by stages so we can begin to grasp it. And it's more a question of faith than it is of cognition of the brain. It's more a question of faith. But the main point in all this, in this wonderful story that I think easily gets lost, is this. When we bring the little bit we have in terms of talent, if we're willing to bring that to Christ and give it to him, he'll do a lot with it. He can handle it by himself. He doesn't need the little we bring, but he wants the little we bring. And isn't it better to be wanted than needed? You see, wanting is loving. Jesus wants us to love him, to bring to him what little talent we have and place that in his hands, and he'll do so much with it. Want and need, just a quick example. We need a window over there. We wanted stained glass. Which is better? You got it? You want to be wanted, not needed. Needed is okay. Being wanted is wonderful. It's a big difference. So if Jesus wants us to bring what we have, let's do that. We don't have to be greatly talented. I don't think any of us in this building, including myself, are hugely talented. But we can do something together with him because we brought what we had in his name. I found a wonderful little poem about this. I couldn't find the author, unfortunately. But this is about the little boy. Then perhaps the lad said proudly, Jesus took my little lot, blessed and broke my loaves and fishes. See what everybody's got? Lord, I haven't much to give you, but I'll give you what I've got. You can make it work a wonder. Bless, use my little lot. Remember that.